This might be my worst video ever. Who knows? But I have a lot of stuff that I want to do coming up. But first, I just really wanted to talk about Fire Emblem Heroes. Probably not for the last time. But I wanted to sort of make a journal of my journey with Fire Emblem Heroes over the past year. Because, starting from the good point, because I've had the craziest experience with it and I wanted to share with everyone. And I wanted to basically say that if anyone wants to get into Fire Emblem Heroes now, it's super easy and you will be further ahead by the end of it if you follow my steps than most people are after playing years on and off. Usually people play on and off. I've been playing since release, and the thing is I am very indecisive. I have like some sort of OCD, I swear, with games. If I don't play perfectly, I feel like I should restart. I don't know whether it's because I've been watching speedrunning so much, but so basically, I've restarted FEH a lot of times. I say it FEH because I'm Canadian and we say A, so FEH. I've started it a lot of times, and I've been trying to figure out the perfect way to play it from the start. And obviously, the perfect way to play it would have been to play it well from the beginning and have gotten all those orbs and all those feathers, but you don't really need to. I mean, you'll get burnt out if you do it too much. And like once you've experienced it, I mean, kind of gets boring in a way. Like I'm just playing it because I'm still riding on that high of getting the perfect unit and like beating the entire everything in story mode. I've beaten all of the maps. I can beat abyssals on any difficulty. What am I saying? On any like legendary hero battle, mythic battle, um, everything. I've beaten all the abyssals so far. Um, legendary Eloids recently actually gave me a lot of trouble, but then I summoned him and I used him to beat his own map. So if you want to be able to beat abyssals, even if you've been playing for a short while and you feel like you're sort of stuck and you don't really have a way to progress in the game, like it's not fun to progress in the game, it's too hard. It takes too many attempts to redo maps, then this is the perfect video for you because I'm going to tell you what happened when I restarted the game recently. I actually did it twice. I did it on my iPad again, and I'll talk about that too. But first, I'll talk about the first time that I did it this way, and it's the best way to play FEH if you don't have like if you've just started, because it'll let you beat the whole game within a month, like I did, or 2 months. So because chain challenges on normal, like I beat all the lunatic difficulty ones in a month, and then the chain challenges on normal cost the same amount, and they're just like, it's stupid that they do. But it took me 2 months to beat all those, but I beat all the lunatics in 1 month. And the way I did it was, first of all, I got really, really lucky. I want to say this right away. But I also, part of me doesn't think it's luck because it happened twice in a row with both files I just restarted. Or I started another one. But with this file that I restarted, and then I started another one and I did it and it worked again. So the first time I did it, I just restarted the game. I felt like I wanted to restart the game. I forget what my file before it was even. Oh yeah, I had like Halloween Myrrh, Winter Fae, Cecilia, and Legendary Tiki. And I was like, this team's great. This is the best team that I've had so far. And I still struggled. And I was like, there's got to be an easier way. I'm going to restart my file. I'm not getting any jogs. I summoned for literal months and didn't get a single jog. And back then, I just summoned full circles. I summoned full circles. I didn't really snipe. I thought sniping was stupid because obviously you get more 5 stars uh, and more units if you summon full circles overall. But what I didn't get was that Fire Emblem Heroes isn't about having a lot of units. That doesn't help like nearly as much as getting merges on a unit does. So I thought, all right, I'm gonna just try and snipe. Like whatever unit comes next, whatever good unit comes next, I'm saving up orbs for them. And so I saved up some orbs over like a week or so. I actually failed another file. I caved in and summoned. I summoned and it didn't work out for me that well. I forget who it was for even, but then the Fallen banner came out and I had restarted it again and saved up some orbs. And Fallen Tiki was on that banner, and Fallen Tiki is a ridiculously strong unit. And so I was like, all right, Fallen Tiki is on this banner. I'm going to go for her. Fallen Corn's also on this banner, but I'm still going to go for Fallen Tiki. This probably won't work. And basically what ended up happening is I summoned for Fallen Tiki, and I got tons of Fallen Tikis, tons of Fallen Corns, because you get tons of free orbs right at the beginning. And and I managed to perfectly get 11 Fallen Tikis and 11 Fallen Corns before the banner ended. The day before the banner ended, I got plus 10 Tiki. And I was just going to take a plus 10 Tiki as well. I wasn't going to go for a plus 10 Fallen Corn at first, but then it ended up being that way. I got like 7 Fallen Tikis, 3 Fallen Corns, and then Fallen Corn caught up to Fallen Tiki, and then I got one of each at the end. And it is crazy luck, but I also want to say that I am a little bit suspicious because, well, I'm more suspicious of the summon simulators because you can do these summon simulators on Game Press, and my results are way better in the game than on the summon simulators. I think there's something a little bit wrong with them, but anyway, um, what happened was as I did it, I got Fallen Tiki and I got Fallen Corrin, and with them I could do every map. Like I think I retried about 10 times to do chain challenges, but up till that point I was using the free units, and I had to retry a couple times with them because some maps needed reposition. There's some really hard story maps, and so when I got Fallen Tiki, everything was easy, especially because I saved up a bunch of orbs and I got merges right away. Everything became really easy, and I put her into the middle of a fight in the middle of the map. She tanked everything, and then I won, except for if they had Falchion or whatever, like Exalted Falchion, Crom, I think. Yeah, he was the most annoying one. And some of the maps, like the one with Lean and Loki and Lewin, I couldn't tank Lewin or Lewin, and I couldn't tank Loki either, so it was really hard for me. But I got this super tank, and those maps probably would have been easy if I had null C counter as well, but I didn't get a Nyla because I was only sniping colorless stones as much as I could. I got a Sword Heart, and I got a Siegbert, and those are the only pity breakers I got the entire time. I have no idea how, because I did it again on my other file to try and see if I could get a plus 10 air easily, and I got tons of pretty pity breakers on that, but no pity breakers in the colorless color, and only Siegbert and Reinhardt, Sword Reinhardt. When there was no colorless stones, I pulled red. So crazy lucky, but even if I didn't have a plus 10 Tiki right now, I'd still be in a really good spot. And what this did, as well as giving me two ridiculously strong units that I can use to tank everything in the game, especially with Legendary Elwood, being able to give bonus doubler to my Fallen Tiki now. And I have like Cynthia with Link and tactics and stuff like that. I can move the tactic seals around and stuff because he gives attack and defense, and I have a speed tactic on my Legendary Lin, so I can always have Tiki at 12 plus stats in battle. And I also have her as plus HP, so pretty much no one can panic her except for a panic staff. So what it also did was, because I snipe only colorless, I got a ton of colorless units, and colorless isn't the best pool, but I could immediately plus 10 merge another 4-star, and I merged Nana because I felt like I wanted to merge a healer, which wasn't that great of an idea, but I also don't regret it because Nana's cool. And if you did this in any other color, you would have tons of those units to merge. And I sent a lot of them home because I didn't like the unit at all. But I was able to plus 10 merge Nana, and strangely enough, I wanted to merge Kagero when the Kagero Refine came out, and I didn't have enough for... So I'm actually just at plus 7 Kagero is waiting to be made, because I need 3 more Kageros that didn't come, and I was summoning that many colorless stones. But I'm still a little bit salty about it, and I'm even like summoning free summons on colorless now, trying to get a Kagero, but like, you will guaranteed, like, I had enough to plus 10 Gordon, I have enough to plus 10 Rebecca, because I might actually want to do that if she gets Refine, and I had enough to merge a bunch of healers as well, and being able to do that, being able to get a 5-star plus 10 unit because you sniped, and then being able to get a 5-star plus 10 unit because you have that many of that color, and you can probably get around, like, I mean, not average, but you can get enough 5-star units from summoning colorless with all the free orbs in the game. You can have 3 plus 10 units, and that goes a lot farther than having like 40 units to choose from, because I was able to do the squad assaults within the first month as well, because after I along with summoning for Fallen Tiki and Fallen Corrin, I was able to summon very quickly with rerolls. I got a Brave Hector, Brave Ephraim, and I also got Brave Lucina, and I chose Brave Roy to give Gale Force to someone, and I gave it to Swordheart. I wish I had chosen Aether, because you can get 2 Aethers right away, and that's pretty neat. So, can you? No, you can't. You can only get one Aether right away, but I was able to get two, but I chose to get Gale Force instead. Anyway, you can get two Gale Forces right away. Yeah, you can. Okay. But anyway, so if you're going with like a Gale Force unit, really good Gale Force unit, you can make like a Gale Force team. I've seen like this crazy uh, video of this person with like Gale Force dancers, and one person goes in, takes a hit so that Wings of Mercy is activated. The other person goes in, dances him, he hits another person, and then someone with Gale Force Wings of Mercy is to him, and then hits another person, and then they go on and kill the other person, and then another dancer with Wings of Mercy comes in, and then they kill an entire team in one go. It's crazy. So if you want to like have a crazy offense team, you can do that in AR. But Aether really helps, especially with Special Fighter on a unit, or if you have like Special Spiral right away, you can get a Lewin right away to get Special Spiral, and then like Infantry Pulse like from somewhere, and be able to have Aether happen pretty much every second turn, and that really helps with battles, with like all the maps. And um, so to restate it, uh, the steps you need to follow are start the game, use free units to save up orbs, or maybe summon like a good unit just to help out a little bit. But the free units can do every map. But you do need reposition as well. So like what I did was I summoned a few circles. I got quite a good amount of fodder. I think I summoned like 5 circles, and then I saved. Maybe 6 circles, and then I saved. And then you save up, and when a unit comes that you really, really like, you go for a plus 10. And it's better, it's even better if that unit's armor that has Special Fighter, or like a unit that has really good Gale Force kit. And like, don't summon on legendary banners. You're not going to get a plus 10 unit from that. It still might be worth it to summon on those, because you probably could get one plus 10 unit and it would be a fantastic plus 10 unit. But legendary heroes have some problems. And also, um, like, if you want to get a good mythic hero, you can get Air. She's the only mythic hero that you can get on a banner that's actually good to summon for her. And what I did on my iPad was just to see if I could get a plus 10 Air easily, because you get a starter support banner that has Air on it. I did it, and I got Air at plus 10, and then another Air in 2 days of playing the game. So if you want to have a really good AR team, you can do that. But if you just want to like beat the game and you don't really care about AR or um, Legion's battles or arena, you can get just whatever unit you want, and uh, you just snipe for it, and then you get that unit, and then you can snipe for another unit, even the same unit, probably. Probably not, actually. But you could get the same unit, or another unit, and then you have 3 plus 10s. 3 out of 5 of the maps will be like incredibly easier with those 3 plus 10 units. And then the other 2 maps and squad assaults aren't that hard usually. So you should be able to do the entire game within a month because you have 3 units. Fire Emblem Heroes isn't about collecting a lot of units. It's about making the units that you do have the best they can be. And I now know that. And now I know that anyone who starts right now can do really well in Fire Emblem Heroes. Like, depending on what your goal is, you can do like way above average if you just focus on one unit or two units after you get the first one. And then because you snipe so many of the same color, you have a bunch of other 4-star units that you can bring up to 5-star and plus 10. And uh, also, I just use grails for fodder, and I use them to get dragon flowers. But if you want to get another plus 10 unit, you can use the free grails that they give right at the beginning, save up, and get another plus 10 unit from grails. I'd actually recommend using it for fodder because the grail units are never ever going to be as good as the 5-star exclusives. And it's better if you just have like units like that have good support kits for your really really good unit than it is to have another plus 10 unit that uh, isn't as good as the unit that you already have. So I would use it for fodder, but don't do what I did because I got Rutger with Grails, and he's a Grand Hero battle, so he's gonna come back at some point. So I didn't have to do that, but use Grails to get the seasonal units that come in TT and Tempest Trials and what's it called? Um, Grand Hero? No, not what is it? Are they just Tempest Trial units? I think they might be. But yeah, the seasonal Tempest Trial units. Use it to get dragon flowers from those, and to use it to get fodder for your really good units to use, or units to use that can support your really good units. And once you get your two really good exclusive 5-star units, and I'd actually recommend like getting one and then saving up for another banner, which you're probably going to do anyway. It's uh, you're probably not going to get a banner that you want 2 units from anyway. Maybe you will, and you can try it, but um, actually, if there is 2 units that you want on a banner, you can definitely like use both those colors when you're summoning. That will probably get you 2 plus 10 units better than sniping just one color will. But if you try and get 3 or 4, then you're probably not going to get to plus 10 on the banner. So um, if you are just starting Fae and like you're discouraged, or like you've been playing it and you can't find your way into the game, you can't like get very far into it, then restart and snipe colors, and then you'll have a really good time and you'll beat everything that comes to you. And I I have gotten incredibly lucky on this file. Like I said, I got 3 really good units and just 6 summoning circles, and then I saved up and got 2 ridiculously strong units from just sniping colorless. And it was a good time to do it too because they had just removed some from the summoning pool. I don't really know how the odds work, but they're more complicated than the summoning simulators say they are. And like then after that, I sniped for Legendary Lyn for some reason, and I got a few of her. I got some Luz as well. And if you save up starting from like after you get 2 5-star units, you can get another one in like 6 months probably, because you get like 220 per day, and it takes about 1,000 to get uh plus 10 5-star unit, over 1,000. So what I'm doing now is I'm saving for Kellum, and Legendary Ellawood came out. I managed to just get him with 5 orbs remaining. There's still more time on the banner, but it's quite nice. And I got Legendary Ryoma, New Year Hrid, which is phone 4 fodder, in case I ever get a Legendary Azura, which might be a long way away because I don't feel like I need her. It would be the best thing for me to have, but I still don't feel like I need her. And yeah, I'm saving for Kellum now, and I can do everything in the game because of Legendary Ellawood and Fallen Tiki. And this is the best experience I've had in Fire Emblem Heroes since I started playing when it literally the first day it came out I was playing it. So uh, you can have fun in Fae even though it's been going on for so long. Like it's not too late to get into it, and that's the moral of my story. All right, see ya.